Hello there, Chocos and Chocettes, and in between Chocolo Roberto for another video review. It's the Vimto Jammy Biscuit Bars, made with real fruit juice, it says, 6-pack, yes, it's 1908. Yes, look at that, so very similar to the pepitas I just reviewed not long ago, in the shape of them at least. But obviously, rather than chocolate and pumy scent or milky scent or whatever, they've got this jammy centre. What does it say? Well, made with our secret recipe, it says. Made with real fruits, suited for vegetarians. So crunchy biscuits with a Vimto flavoured jam filling, decorated with a butter biscuit crumb. So those of you who don't know, Vimto, by the way, is basically a cordial drink in the UK. You add water to it, basically, and there we go. So it's usually sort of summer fruits flavoured, I guess. Guess these flavours here, you know, was like raspberry and blackcurrant, I think. Right, so ingredients: Vimto flavoured jam filling, 44%. That's what's in it. Blackcurrant puree, raspberry puree. There we go. Yeah. Right. Natural extracts of fruits, herbs, and spices. Okay. No real percentages there, just have 0.2% of something, milk maybe. Right. 150 grams, 6 times 25. So 400 grams, 421 calories, 11 grams of fat, 2.9 of which are saturates, and per 25 gram bar, 105 calories, 2.8 grams of fat, 0.7 of which are saturates. The proper kind, you can recycle these at home. The box at home, but you have to recycle it with bags of large supermarkets in the UK, so why is that? A pack contains 6 servings, each portion 25 grams. And the pepitas were 20 grams each. Yes, you can see the pepitas, slightly a smaller box, and these were 20 grams. Yes, there's 6 of them. There you go, 20 grams there. Alright, interesting, these are a bit heavier. What else is going on here? Store in a cool dry place, best before, manufacturing license from Nichols PLC. Right. If Nichols make a Vimto, or just someone got the license to do the Vimto bars, not sure. Yeah, they look good on the outside, these ones, but how do they look on the inside? Let's move stuff down, give them open. Okay, everyone, okay, going to these Vimto Jammy Biscuit Bars and open, made with real fruit juice, it says. Alright, so let's get into it. So I think it's got like a sort of, tissue box affair going on here, so let's open it like that. Okay, seems to be upside down, I'm not sure, are they upside down? Maybe not. They're quite big, they feel quite large, these, I must say. Do feel pretty big. Alright, bit of a plain outer packaging, but I think that's fine. Okay, it's definitely bigger than the the pepitas. Oh, look at that! Wow, yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed. These. Look at that. It's not quite as light coloured in hand. That's fine. You know what I mean? It's just because the light's not getting there really through it. You know. Yeah. A nice wavy pattern. It's pretty good. Quite sticky to touch. If I stuck my finger in too hard, it would definitely leave an indent. Yeah, look pretty good, those. Let's say for context on the pepitas, they're a lot smaller pepitas, really. Even though the box isn't quite as, it's about the same size. But you see the pepitas, they're a lot smaller. So you can see there, yeah, these are 25 grams, these are 20, so you can see why. You might think they'll be a bit heavier based on the fact that they look a lot bigger. Oh no, these look pretty good, these ones, I think. Yeah, I think these look very nice. Alright, so let's give a bit of a measure then, shall we? Got the old calipers here. Why not? Okay. So the width, wavy at the bottom, about 3.7, 3.8 centimetres. The length, about 9.8 centimetres, and the height about 10 millimetres a centimetre. Alright. Okay, interesting. Well, let's give it a bit of a snap then. Okay. Quite solid there. There's not a massively thick layer of jam centre, a lot of biscuit there, I think you'd say. A good effect. It's got this sort of biscuit crumb on top as well. What did they call it? Biscuit crumb, butter biscuit crumb, yeah. So there's a lot of biscuit going on here. I thought the colour might be a bit lighter when you snapped it, but you can see it's purple, can't you? But it's still quite dark. Well, let's give it a taste. Okay, everyone, okay, we're going to do these Vimto Jammy Biscuit Bars a taste, and why not? So we got one we snapped in half earlier, so let's get straight into it. Give it a go. Soft biscuit. They remind me a lot of Jammy Dodgers, but with less biscuit, to be honest with you. I think they're basically probably better Jammy Dodger actually. I think you get more jam. Well, you definitely get more jam, but you still get quite a lot of biscuit to it. And the jam, like that in Jammy Dodgers, isn't that strong. It's not massively flavourful. It's not bad. Yeah, it's basically. I mean, that biscuit, I don't know if it's quite as good as a biscuit in Jammy Dodgers though, but as I say, you don't really get much of a flavour from a biscuit really, and I think you get more flavour in this because of the jam and things like that. So, overall, yeah, I think it's probably just a better Jammy Dodger basically, although obviously not in a Jammy Dodger shape. But Jammy Dodgers for me are probably 2.5 or 3 out of 5. So this one's not, it's still got similar problems to the Jammy Dodgers, and the fruit is still not strong enough really, even though there's a lot of it. A lot more of it, and the biscuit, so it's just mainly just eating biscuit with a bit of a fruity flavour, So I wish there was kind of more fruit. Even still, I still wish there was more fruit to biscuit here. But overall, it's not too bad. So I think it's a good 3.5. And the fruit itself is quite nice. It's it tastes sort of a typical, summer fruity type of sort of berry fruits. You know what I mean? But it's not too tart. It's not too fruity. And I kind of wish it was a bit more, I think that's the main problem with it, really. So I think Jammy Dodger with a bit less biscuit to jam ratio or to fruity ratio, and that's what you've got here. And it is better, but it's still a bit the jam for whatever reason. Even though there's a lot more in this one, it's still not strong enough, I don't think. But it's nearly there. So I think for me, probably about, I think a 3. I'll say a 3.5 out of 5, I think, just about. It's definitely goes to a 3 than a 4, that's for sure. Alright guys, let me know what you think of this one. How do you find these ones? And is this what you wanted? Have you tried these and do you prefer them to Jammy Dodgers? Let me know. Leave a comment or free. Always get a tip from me. Always do best reply. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.